NBA 2K25 My Team app.
Sure did, and played on the bus all the way to work.
That is pretty cool. I just downloaded mine too, and the best part, My Team Mobile is free.
So awesome. I love playing domination while I'm out and about or completing some challenges while I'm at the airport. It's a blast to be able to have some fun without having to be at home. All my cards, my lineup, it's right there in front of me, ready to compete and rep up while I'm on the road.
That's right. Even the new modes like Breakout and Showdown, they're all available here, along with Domination and Triple Threat Online. And you'll continue to earn rewards just like on your console. Plus, the Auction House and Pack Market are now available anywhere, so you'll never miss out on a great deal.
I love that. I might even unlock David Robinson while I pick my kids up at school. I'm getting there early now, extra early. I already grabbed the perfect reward just for getting started. Pink Diamond, Trae Young. Played one game and got one of the best cards of the year so far. You can go out and do the same too.
The game plays great. Get out there and pick up some rep, prizes, and you can prove that you're the best in My Team anywhere you want.
The holidays are upon us.
Which means it's time to whip up that gingerbread latte because next week we're tipping off our holiday season with the annual 2K TV versus the World Christmas Day matchup.
We've invited more community members on this year, and I've switched up the rules. Once again, it's gonna get wild. You don't want to miss it for sure.
She never tells me anything, but make sure to check back here next week. That will be live Friday, December 13th.
And of course, as always, until then, enjoy the game.
Go get to level 40.
It's time for an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
You'll notice some new tunes playing while you're out there on the courts. I don't know about all of you, but I always play better with some good music in the background while getting buckets.
Do you? Anyway.
Absolutely.
Anyway. With every new season, we're bringing you an all-new soundtrack, and we're always looking for fresh, upcoming talent. And that's why for Season 3, we're featuring J.O.N. He's a producer, engineer, and musician from Tennessee. He's worked with some of the top music talent in the industry, and he's breaking out with his own music. We invited him to the 2K TV studio. Check it out.
From the evening to the morning, I can watch that for hours. I be on them thunder.
Excited to have you here. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm excited too. This is so cool.
What was it like when you heard that your single was going to be in Season 3, and how did the partnership with 2K come about?
I was blown away. I was. I always thought that I could, if I given the opportunity to be a part of the soundtrack. And thankfully, I had the opportunity and I jumped at it. Very grateful, very, very humbling, for sure.
So the idea was presented to you, and you recorded the song just for 2K.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
We had an idea to correlate balling to balling. And so, you know, we just executed that idea, and it worked out. What is one success that you really relish upon in your career that you look back upon and you're like, man, I can't believe I did that? I was a part of winning a Grammy Award working on my production contribution, engineering contributions. So that was pretty cool. And have you played 2K before? How long have you played the game? Oh, no. We've had legendary 2K battles, for sure. My brother Craig and I, and even just some of the homies in the neighborhood growing up. I think 2K14 is probably my favorite because, one, LeBron was unstoppable in that game. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care who you played with, what team. If you had Miami Heat's LeBron James, he was unstoppable. I do remember that. Like, the soundtrack on 2K14 was crazy too. It was just jamming. I think I remember a lot of hits. Like, Big Crit was on there, Drake was on there. Man, there was like so many great Eminem. That was like a really good soundtrack. I remember when you guys first started giving the opportunity for producers to submit their work. And when I caught wind of it, I thought, wow, like that's so cool for 2K to create that opportunity for creators. But 2, then that could be me. And fast forward now, full circle moment, I'm sitting there on the couch, in the hangar, on a velvety couch, with Alexis.
What do you think the people in Tennessee are gonna do when they hear your song on the soundtrack? And what do you think the animals are gonna say? For those who don't know, he grew up on a farm.
Well, I hope that I'm making everyone in Denmark proud. I work on a podcast, a very popular podcast called the 85 South Show. I'm on YouTube every week with the guys, with Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly. And so there's a lot of 85%ers that I've been rocking with. My music is featured on the show every week. And so for the last maybe 8 to 10 years, there's a large sect of people we call them the 85%ers that have been watching me grow and have been fans of my music. I think they are really gonna be proud of me. So that makes me feel good, and it makes me just wanna keep going. I don't know what the animals are gonna say back in the country.
Which brings me to my next question. How do you think growing up on a farm changed you or shaped you to where you are today, as opposed to maybe growing up in Memphis?
You know, I would say having such humble beginnings. My brother and I come from a loving home, so like, there was a lot of love. There was so much love that there was no room for anything else, right? Very humble beginnings. But we had so much love that, you know, it was able to sustain us and make us some very emotionally mature people out in the world, you know? So I definitely have to credit those humble beginnings.
I know you are busy, music, podcasts, other things in your life, but do you have time to play 2K?
We make time, especially like on the launch day this year. You know, my brother Craig, he gets every game ahead of time. The gold package.
The pre-order. We love a pre-order game. We love a pre-order.
Yeah. So it's always in the home. And I love to play franchise mode.
Okay.
I love to create myself. I usually play with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Nice.
You know, I try to hold Ja down and give him the ball and feed him, you know, get him to his spots. So that's really cool. And I love that every year you guys find a way to add something new to the game, whether it be new moves or new content, new storylines. The My Player, sometimes I just sit and watch my brother play My Player because the movie sequences are so cool.
I just don't want you to think that the season is a failure if we don't win the championship, from my perspective.
So, yeah, kudos to you guys for sure.
New
for keeping the game
additions, like ballin'. Yeah, you know.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Balling is in NBA 2K 25. That's wild.
She think I'm a layup, then she must not know about me.
Which NBA player are you most excited to hear your single ballin'?
It'd be cool if Ja and the Grizz heard it and they turned up to it.
Okay.
That'd be crazy. Cause it's hometown, you dig? So like that would be really fly.
What do you hope fans get from listening to your music while they play the game?
I hope that they turn up. I hope that it gets them excited and primed to, you know, go crazy on My Player or for their franchise mode, or even head to head with the homies in real life. And I hope that it inspires more than anything that whatever you do to create, put it out, share it with the world so you can make room to create some new things. Stop being selfish with your creativity, man. Put it out, make some new stuff.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Level 40 reward in Season 3 is an additional Cat Breaker. And if you're unsure of how these work, here's a quick breakdown.
Cap breakers take your My Player to the next level by increasing attribute ratings about their max potential, but there are a few caveats.
Mainly, you can only use a Cat Breaker on an attribute up to its max potential rating that is allowed by your build's height, weight, and wingspan, which you'll see when you're at the My Player Builder.
Let's look at this power forward build for example. At 6'9", 248 pounds, and a